you guys familiar with Limestone Branch Distillery?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Stephen Bean.
Yep, Stephen Bean. Right, exactly. So Stephen and I are related. Sam Pottinger settled the area. Sam Pottinger Jr., he went out to Yale and got a law degree. When he came back, he renamed the town from Pottinger's Landing to New Haven after New Haven, Connecticut. Well, Stephen had or Samuel Pottinger had a son named Thomas Jefferson Pottinger, or T.J. Pottinger, and he started the T.J. Pottinger Distillery on the backside of this property. Stephen Bean is a great grandson of T.J., and when he opened Limestone Branch, he created the T.J. Pottinger Sugar Shine. So the Limestone Distillery is my family's distillery.
So you probably know Tim Dant too, because Tim and Stephen are good friends, and he's the historian. Yep,
he's
and
the
he's
bourbon historian.
Yeah, he's what got me into the whole Dant Beam, limestone. He called me. Yes, he does. He keeps filling it in daily, right?
Yeah. Well, and then so the well for the old TJ Distillery, one of the Seven Springs wells they were talking about down here, is on the backside of the property, and the old concrete grist mill that they use, they cut it off of the spindle and they put it over top of the wellhead, and it's still down there behind the lake, behind the property. And it's so poetic. There's a massive oak tree growing on the top of it. And the loggers have asked, we can cut that sucker down and make barrels out of it. I said, I think I'll just leave it alone till it dies.
This is Alan Bishop, head alchemist at Spirits of French Lick. Be on the lookout for a brand new bottled and bond Solomon Scott rye whiskey. Made from a mash composed of 65% rye, 35% corn, and 5% victory malt. This 5-year-old 100 proof rye whiskey is a throwback to early 1800s style rye whiskeys of the Ohio Valley. Named after the legendary Daisy Spring Mill distillery owner turned moonshiner Solomon Scott of Paoli, Indiana. Remember, drink responsibly and never drink and drive.
Sure fun to watch. We love what we do. We're drinking every brew. Man, we talk some shit, but we're telling the truth. Yeah, we're the Scotchy Bourbon Boys, raisins in hell and making some noise. Yeah, we're the Scotchy Bourbon Boys. We're here to have fun and we hope you enjoy. We're here to have fun.
We have Bomburgers 2023, so I wanted to share that with everybody. It's like, that's what this is about. You guys are coming with us, and we're all gonna make sure that you get some really good whiskey, and we have a really good time.
Yes.
Good friends equal good times, good bourbon, good whiskey, and remember, everybody, we all should drink responsibly, but we don't have to worry about drinking and driving. And
we got a bus!
And today, live
the short bus.
Short bus.
dangerously.
Kentucky Bourbon Boys Bus Tour.
Cheers, everybody.
Jimmy. Like to share this red velvet. Cheers!
Cheers.
To Bumpy Road.
And Scotchy Bourbon Boys.
I've been working hard with my energy.
That's gonna make this
I felt your dance. 3, 2, 1.
Kentucky Bourbon Boys.
It's not a dry yeast. It's a jug yeast technique that we use. Now that makes you going out the wedding room. Hey, will you marry me? Didn't know that was gonna happen on tour today, did we? Tannins. Straight down in, bring it back out sideways, spin, on the counter.
Boom.
Hopefully the podcast is stabilized, because over the last couple of years from where we started, where people have moved away, that kind of thing. Super Nash is
Different faces, new faces.
besides myself, he's the longest. But then we got a couple new people in, or our new person, a couple new people.
Right.
Whiskey, who was here last year,
Yep.
but
Yeah.
CT. Who,
CT is stepping up his game. He just has started with
It
us.
fell down so bad that they brought me in.
He's our eye candy of the group. I was able to get this from a friend of mine that I'm able to get some decanters from. His dad owned a liquor store in the 70s and 80s there in Anderson, South Carolina. So here we are. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. A 1976 early times decanter. And this is the first pour.
Gonna grab one.
I may not make it through the tour, y'all.
Might not.
no, these won't.
Yeah.
This is a serious bourbon ball. This is what bourbon balls should.
They're illegal in
Oh
like
my
51
gosh.
states.
What do you mean?
Last time it was strawberry or pineapple.
140. That's what I thought Charles.
It's a hazmat.
Yeah. But it doesn't taste like 140. But we were in here with Charles.
How many generations, but 9-generation farmer, supplies a lot of the corn to the industry. He's involved in the UK project to bring rye back to Kentucky. We're involved in it as well, so we've gotten to know each other. But he works very closely with where we just were. And so I thought he could give you a little history of the farming, their relationship with the distilling industry, and everything else.
Yeah, so my many great-to-go grandfather came through the area in the Revolutionary War as a captain for the U.S. Army, and he came through the area in 1776, fell in love with it, and then after they won the war, the Revolutionary War, George Washington gave all the captains in the Army 8-square-mile land grant, and he picked this area to settle, because when he was coming through here, he loved it because of how much water that was here. So in 1788, we settled this area right across the road. As a matter of fact, there's still the original meat house that they built, brick building that they built, still standing. It's the oldest brick building inside the Appalachian Mountains. We still have all the brick molds that was used to build it. And we've been farming in the area since 1788. We never really pushed corn into feed for livestock since the very beginning, we've been making whiskey out of our corn. That's just the way it was. It was easier to put it through a barrel than it was to put it through a cow, what my grandfather always said.
I think that, and a good friend of ours, and I won't drop names, but even says that one of the things that he likes about the group is the fact that we're passionate about the people and the bourbon and whiskey, and we're not just in it for a reason of self-advancement. You know, we're not trying to get something out of this other than the fact we want to share it and enjoy it with people, friends, and that's something that probably most don't. You know, they may get into it for that reason, but then they get driven by other things, and we're not. We enjoy people, and the bourbon is a connection to the people. So.
And you know, after a few years of being isolated and not having lots of opportunities to be social with people, you can't find anybody in this industry that isn't friendly and welcoming, and they're just really wonderful, people. So if you want to get back into and do something fun that you never thought, instead of going and sitting on a beach in Florida, come down here and do some of the bourbon trail, and engage with the people that are here, because they really are terrific.
And I guess I hope that one of the things that y'all have always seen about me is what makes me the happiest and about being in this is
being on the beach and the bourbon trail at the same time while you're scuba diving.
Yeah, one of those. That's one of the reasons. But no, actually, is that I do finding bourbons and just being able to give and see people enjoy them and all. That was always been one of my things.
That's why you're Super Nash.
Yeah. We're going to do another vintage pour, and this one happened to come from Vintage Revival and Spirits in Covington, Kentucky, from our friend Brad Bonds. And this one is a Colonel Lee, Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. It's coming in at 80 proof, 4 years old, and it actually happened to be bottled in Bardstown in Nelson County, Kentucky, and estimated to be somewhere in the 1950s. All right. Cheers, everybody. Cheers to good whiskey. Good whiskey.
Yes, good guys.
And you can wear a poodle skirt.
Jeff, hey, Roger, you're gonna have
I didn't tell him.
I can't get. Just say you don't know where I was.
I told them Jeff was coming. Look what they sent.
Oh, it wasn't me. It ain't me this time.
And they're in full force. They ain't playing.
They know what they're doing.
I assume in the middle part, not a lot of people's touching, but overall, that it's really starting to take care of things. That is what it's really.
Now she got this.
Taste first. This was actually made March 26th of 2020. So this was some fresh distillate chicken cock whiskey right off the still at 125 proof before it went into the barrel. So bring me your glass. If we're going to do it, everybody have to walk around.
That's mine right there.
Dash in there. That's how you can, but you should have to. But you can already see it's in 6 months. It basically picked up some color. Smell the notes. Big difference from what you smelled a minute ago, right? Just from this.
You weren't able to pick the state this year for the 1,000, are you?
Not for me. I did the ones we made
This year? Okay, so next year, okay.
Next year will be the first year. So this is
What was the proof on this one?
That's fucking fantastic.
125.
I feel like the first one we had was like beyond my favorite thing I've ever had.
To be honest. Let's go our specifications as far as
But just now know that you did select a lot and then taste the difference.
medium plus notes.
We're just doing one for real.
Yeah, come on, Scotchy Bourbon Boys. To top off the bus tour, we have a Weller foolproof store pick.
No, not store pick.
State pick. A state pick from Ohio Liquors.
OHLQ did the
Cheers to the Scotchy Bourbon Boys. Oh, yeah. It's in the third year. It's going to be the first of 3 years.
Oh, show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. Show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why. For if we don't find the next whiskey bar, I tell you we must die. I tell you we must die. I tell you, I tell you, I tell you we must die.
Hey, Scotchy Bourbon Boys fans, this is Alan Bishop, Indiana's alchemist of the Black Forest. So I'm tuning in here today to tell you all about the One Piece at a Time Distilling Institute channel on YouTube. If you're at all interested in the art of distilling, whether it be home distilling or professional distilling, and the intense geekery that goes into that process, then check out the One Piece at a Time Distilling Institute on YouTube. I promise you're going to learn something you didn't know before about the arts.